Well, hello there, friends. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're settling into Flatwoods for a little while. June is still out here following the Overseer's trail, just taking it one step at a time. You know, this place is pretty quiet, but it feels like it remembers things. You know, I think you could still hear old responder radios buzzing if you listen close. There's some testing to do around here. We're helping out in our own little way. June doesn't mind lending a hand. So now we're not in a hurry today. We'll wander a bit, poke around some old homes, and maybe flip through some of the old dusty logs we'll find. We'll try to cook something maybe, if I have the ingredients. And I think it might be a good time to try out that little tent they gave us. The one from the Fallout First subscription. It's nothing fancy, but it's got a bed and a lantern, maybe a soft roof over our head, whatever we can build. What more could you ask for out here in the old Appalachian Mountains? So my friends, you go ahead and get comfortable. As always, pour yourself a warm beverage, wrap yourself up, and let's ease into the day together. Just a quiet visit in Flatwoods with a little kindness, and we're going to try to help out. So, we need to register as a volunteer here. And we kind of poked around here last episode. We checked out the old church, which has been turned into a wonderful trading post. You can go in there and get healing supplies if you need to, but we have to go over here and we have to try out these tests over here at the volunteers needed. It's like a little old diner, it looks like. And yeah, there she is. I wanted to talk to her. Try to get to know her more.
Here to brush up on your responder survival training?
So I wanted to ask her if there's anything interesting in the area that we should know about.
Yeah, there's a couple of places around here that qualify as interesting. At least to me. The Agricultural Research Center is infested with feral ghouls and homicidal robots. But you can find some good scrap in there if you're up to it. The New River Gorge Resort to the east is the same story. Maybe, minus the robots.
Okay. Tell me about yourself.
Me? There's not much to tell, really. I came in with Paige and the rest and stayed up at Foundation for a while. It was nice. But eventually I wanted to go my own way, you know? Get out and see some places I've never seen, figure out who I am. When I heard the message on the radio about Flatwoods, I was curious to meet the responders, so I made my way here. I decided to stay here and see what else I could learn. That's pretty much my story.
Well, tell me more about the Foundation.
It's a community of settlers up in the mountains to the east. It's a nice enough place, I guess. That being said, it's a hell of a dangerous trip trying to get there. I barely made it out of the mountains alive. If I were you, I'd keep to the forest until you're ready to deal with some seriously nasty stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what is it?
I think that's all. I really like your outfit.
I found it in one of the houses. It fits great, and it's really comfortable and pretty durable, too. I'd also be lying if I said it didn't have some sentimental value for me. I've admired the responders ever since I first heard about them. What they stood for, helping people no matter what. That was really important.
I really do like that message, too. Well, thanks for your time.
No problem.
And I love your little doggy, too. Chloe. Oh, what a sweetie. Oh, you're precious. Oh, little sneeze there. Well, before we sign up to be a responder over there, I want to look around at some things. See if we can find anything for our lovely camp that we may end up building here soon. Got a refrigerator that we can try to unlock. Let's do some lock picking. See what's in here. Oh, we got a body in here. Responder's plea.
Help!
Oh my gosh.
Someone please help me! Please let me out! Please! Please! I'm begging you! Don't leave me here! Please! Please! I'll give you anything you want! Money? Yeah? You want camps?
That's scary. But I will close it. Should we go and find his life savings? That is something I'm a little interested in. What's that noise? I have no idea what that noise is. We got some imitation seafood. Oh, it's that little possum making weird noises. Kitchen scale. Dinner plates. Let's see if it named it. Yep, he finally fixed its name. You're adorable. Oh my goodness. Go inside and leave him alone. He's just trying to survive out here too. Alright, so this kitchen doesn't have as many supplies as I would have liked. Ooh, we got some caps. But that's a-okay. A free cooking lesson. Delicious and free cooking lessons just outside Flatwoods Tavern in the parking lot. Oh, cool. I'll take that. I like to collect the little pre-war things. Who goes there? I'll take that and we'll listen to it later. There's a lot of holotapes to listen to in this game. Corn. Oh, we got a recipe for stilt bean puree. Go ahead and learn that. I like collecting recipes. Alright, let's go ahead and do our self-registration for a volunteer. Welcome survivor. This program was developed to turn regular survivors into certified responders, volunteers. As a volunteer, your job is to help others, and our job as responders is to help everybody, including you. Okay. Here we go. Transferring course to your external hard drive. Done. Report to responder Keisha McDermott for further instructions. Okay. Finished the quest, first contact. So now we gotta go find Keisha. Or Kesha. Oh, we got a responder's paramedic jumpsuit. I will go ahead and put that on because June here seemed to really like the outfit. Look how adorable she looks. Okay, let's go upstairs and look and see if there's anything up here that we need to take. Oh, a little teddy bear. Oh my gosh. So adorable. He's got some money. Oh, we got the survivor's story. Oh, it's Tabitha. We'll go ahead and play that since we heard about them in the funeral home.
Oh, yeah, am I loud enough? Okay. Hi. What do you want me to say exactly? Yeah, so just talk about how you got here and maybe a little bit about your life. This is a historic document. Go ahead, Tabitha. Okay, so, well, thanks. Okay. I've been sober for 9 days. I got here 9 days ago. My name is Tabitha. And this is my story. I just found out about everything. The war, the bombs, I just realized this was, really happening. For years, I thought the chems were playing tricks with my mind, hurting my brain. Thought it was the worst trip ever. Every time I'd come out of my haze long enough to look for food, I'd find more chems and, well, they kept going. And I kept seeing madness. Look, I would have been wandering around fighting giant rats and eating garbage, if not for the responders. They're good folks. That doc in the church, got me some meds that are helping out a lot. And they have group therapy meetings, and it's good. It's good. I think it's helping. But listen, you should avoid the mountains. They'll just get you mixed up. Get you doing things you don't want to do. Hurting people mostly. And there are so many chems up there. I spent too long there, and I hurt people. I couldn't think right. I couldn't.
Oh, it's okay, Tabitha. Remember what we said in the group? Take your Addictol and rest, and things will be okay soon. It's okay. We're here for you.
Yeah, I'm taking it. When I feel better, I'm going out west, though. Getting out of this place. Getting out, getting away from the chems, all of this. I feel better every day, but, you know, years of chems, years of rads, years of sleeping in the muck. It adds up. Yeah. I'm gonna get back to sleep now, okay?
Okay. Thanks for sharing your story, Tabitha. Get some sleep. You'll be okay. You're safe now.
Well, that lady that was talking to Tabitha, she was lying right here. Fortunately, she has passed away, and she does have her survivor story on here that we'll come back and get another day. I don't want to bog us down too much with loads of information of everybody, but when we're back here, we'll read about Doss's survivor story. Okay, so we're over here. I wanted to see about this grave. There's a couple of graves here. They're not...
Scorched or the ferals don't get you.
Oh, the guy's up there.
Rads will.
There's like these unmarked graves. They have these little things here. But he said, go to the farmost right and cross the river. Okay, we'll cross the river here. And then look around for a stump, perhaps. See if we can find his life savings. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a lot of stumps out here. I'm sure we'll find there's a stump right there. But I'm gathering some logs because I think we're gonna need a lot of... Yep, here it is. Hidden cache, a reminder to myself.
Reminder to myself. The responders are good people. They're trying their damn best, for sure. Things aren't good, and stuff is getting worse. Anyway, this is a reminder to myself. A reminder that this gun, it's my insurance. If things get real bad, if the food runs out or the water runs dry, I get to decide how I leave this goddamn world. I'm not gonna let myself suffer. I'm not gonna die hungry and alone. I can't.
Well. Poor guy.
This place has a lot of potential.
Sure does.
Didn't you hear? People are saying there is gold everywhere.
No, I would believe it. I don't know if you can go, what do they call that? Where you go panning for gold. Like there's a certain word for that. Okay, so we need to search for Keisha or Kesha. We'll go back in here because it says something about searching for her information on the system and being able to find where she might be located. So let's look, people's directory. Okay, so last location was the Flatwoods River. Okay, so we'll go and see if she's still over there. Oh, I have to try. I always have to try every time I pass one of these things. I've never been lucky. Well, didn't get it that time. Alright, let's go down by the river and see if she is over here. Oh. Oh, there's an event.
Automated warning to all responders. Mr. Farmhands are out of control. Evacuate civilians and take down those supervisors. Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Alright, so sometimes when you're in a town, they have these events that you can do. They're always happening. If I don't do it this time, it's a-okay. These always end up happening. But let's continue on with what we have witnessed here. We see Keisha here on the ground. Water testing kit. And we'll listen to her story too.
Dasa has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. It seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott. When the bombs fell, I was in Watoga, coordinating a statewide science fair for that year's high school kids. And the theme was the future of energy. After the bombs, everything was pretty chaotic. Scavenging for food and fighting off rabid survivors. Oh, it was just a bad time all around. I found a couple of surviving kids from the high school whose parents didn't make it. And we holed up in a house in town for a while. After a bit, I was able to solder the circuitry in an old radio, and we tuned in to a broadcast from the responders. Oh, we were overjoyed. The trip from Watoga to Flatwoods, it was rough, mind you. The kids and I ran into a group of assholes in the mountains who stole our food and water. I can't tell you how happy I was to find the responders in Flatwoods. Tents for everyone, open kitchens, medical supplies, protection. We were safe. They had a problem, though. Their water sources were contaminated heavily. People were boiling water, but not long enough to make it safe. So, I stepped up and I said, I'll build a testing kit to monitor the contamination, and I will teach folks how to properly boil water. And I did. The world is getting better, but slowly. We need to make sure it doesn't relapse, too. It's going to take time and care, that's all. Well, time, care, and science.
Well, the water here is contaminated. I went ahead and tested some of it with her water test kit. And yes, it is contaminated, as you would expect. Scott's reminder here says, remember, set up a trap for you know who's and use holotapes to try to record their noises at night. Get a lock for the secret stash by the Brahmin tubs behind the house. Get a bigger gun and more guns, or both. Try to tame a wild dog or a giant rat. Rip Perry. You sweet old boy. Aw. He said something about a secret stash. Everybody, oh, poor Brahmin. Take your hide and fertilizer. Looks like he was taking care of the Brahmin here in town. There's still a few left. Poor babies. I don't know about a secret stash, though. Do not enter, it says here on the door. This guy was very worried, wasn't he? I don't blame him. Ah, baby. You can milk the Brahmin. What do you get if you milk the Brahmin? Oh! You get a very angry Brahmin. I don't think I've ever seen them move so fast. Don't charge at me. Oh, jeez. I'm being charged at. Did I get anything? Did I get any Brahmin milk? I don't see anything, but I went ahead and tried to milk it. Maybe it didn't have any milk. Alright, so I've just been walking around while we were listening to a few of those stories. I found some recipes, picked up a few things, and now we're going to go over to the Flatwoods water pumps, but I'm going to continue as I do and look around at everything. One of my favorite parts of Fallout, and I'm sure it's that way for a lot of people, is just looking at everything and just trying to piece together what kind of people the owners were at one point, and I like listening to the survivor stories. A lot of the reason why there's a lot of holotapes is because there weren't any NPCs at the time, and they wanted to flesh out some story. So yeah, we got another survivor story. We'll come back and read more about him. We'll stick around this area a little bit longer. We had terminal here. Okay, we need to go test the water, because there's still people here. Well, there's really just one person living here. So we'll go test this and let her know what's going on over here. And I've picked up so much stuff, I can't wait to figure out where we're going to set up camp. Alright, here's some of the water pumps. Let's test some of this water and see what it's looking like. Alright, water is contaminated. Okay, we're going to go back to Kesha's lab. We're going to analyze the water over there. Actually, let's go check out this little shed. I love these hanging lights over top of this little garden area. Kind of want to do this in my Fallout 4 community garden. I knew there was a gnome in here. Did he just chuckle? I think that gnome just chuckled. If it chuckled, I'm gonna be so happy. If you know anything about me, I love garden gnomes so much. I just want to have a whole army of garden gnomes. Okay, we got some ghouls over here. They're weak, so we'll be okay, my friends. Don't you worry. I do want to take them out because they do pose a threat. Where did it go? I never want to lose a ghoul. Where did his friend go? Oh my gosh, he's got a couple of friends, actually. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I think that's all of them. Oh my gosh, there's so many Nuka-Colas in here. Nuka cherries, to be exact. I wonder what flavor June likes. Maybe we can say that she likes the Nuka cherries. They're quite common. I feel like you see Nuka cherries more than you see just plain Nuka-Cola. Okay, there's a lot of building material in here. I'm, at this point, just going to pick up everything. Oh, that made a sound too! That cute little thing made a sound, that little rocket. Oh! Oh! You guys. I'm probably the last person to realize this. This is the same calendar as the one in Fallout 4. This is what Nora wrote on the calendars. refill, handy fuel, and dinner with the Moyers. Ah, I see you, Bethesda. I'm literally probably the last person to point that out. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some stuff in my stash, I think. This is good to do. Really have to worry about carry weight too much. Okay, where should we build my camp? I'm so excited. I've never gotten to use the camp in this game since it is locked behind the subscription service. So I am going to test it out for you guys today. So let's see. I really like being in this forest. I think as you go further over here, there's like a dried up river. Oh, I just love the sound of the cicadas. Beautiful. Yeah, this isn't as... Oh yeah, there's some scorched over there. We're not going... Oh, Jesus. I feel like this happens every episode. I'm being freaked out by feral ghouls. Are you dead? He is dead. The ghouls are so quiet in this game, like, they make no sounds at all. I feel like they, make a lot more gargle sounds in Fallout 4. I feel if I take the meat, it just rots. So I'll keep the meat on there. Okay, we've got to find somewhere to build. I don't want to go over there because there is a, Mr. Farmhands having some major malfunctions. So we will... I think we'll head further this way. Oh my gosh. Another Brahmin died, and I think it might be... Oh my gosh, they killed all the Brahmin! The ghouls killed all the Brahmin. Who's this? Who is this? Just a settler. Well, like everybody in here has a name. I hate seeing ones that don't. I'd like to know more about them. Okay, let's go this way. We'll try to stay close to the Flatwoods area. And I think I can build anywhere that I want to with the less restrictions that I have on my little world here. So let's see if we can find ourselves a cozy little spot to set up camp. Okay, it's going to say that we failed the event. It's going to be okay, I promise. Okay. Alright, this land isn't as flat. Where's the Flatwoods at? I think we'll go back down. You know, we might go across the river where we found that cache, that survivor's cache, and set up camp there. I think I like the sound of that. And I always like being close to water for whatever reason. I think setting up camp in a forest next to a little river is so nice. Oh, these Brahmin are okay. Alright, you guys stay over here. I think you'll be safe here. There's a tent over there. I see somebody down there. Alright, let's try to set up camp somewhere. Maybe right here? Let's do it. I don't know what this entails. We will find out together. So, how do we do it? There was a way to set up like a little bitty camp, and I don't remember how it works. Move camp? No, there's like a survivor's little tent thing. I don't remember how it works. Okay, apparently we go to our favorites, and that's where I saw it. Survival tent. Okay. So it's just like this little bitty tent that you can set up. It's just a good place to survive. So let's place our tent there. Look! Well, that's so cute. Well, it gives us a scrap box, and a stash box, and a banjo, and a little cooking station. This is great. It's not going to pass any time, I don't think. We can try. But I think since it's a MMO game, it's not going to pass time. We can try. But this might give us some good stats. It's always good to do your sleeping, your eating, your banjo playing. I always see people doing certain things when they start up the game. Resting in bed slowly heals you. Rest long enough to gain a bonus effect. But be warned, mattresses, I think it said they can carry diseases, so I hope that this camp one is clean. I think we'll be okay. So I'll let her sleep. We'll see if we get any bonuses and see what kind of bonus it gives us. It might be something for like health regeneration. Okay, I think since we got that. Okay, I had to go for just a second, but I wanted to see if we still have our rested. Yes, we get a 5% bonus on XP and double XP and first aid. I'm not really sure where I got those from. We're well fed and we're hydrated. They have this scrap box here, which I've always heard about, but what does it do? I don't understand. You can scrap stuff in here. Let's take some aluminum scraps out. I've never gotten to use this thing. My junk. So it just holds the junk? Is that right? What's the difference with... So this just holds the scrap. So if I were to take all my scrap out, which at this point, that's a lot of stuff to take out, so I guess any kind of scrap box you find, you can throw your scrap in, but this kind of works the same way. I guess it's just a good way to organize your scrap. Okay. Let's see if I can make any food since we have a little cooking thing here. Oh, I can make some boiled water and purified water. I think I'll make some purified water. Am I making it? Requires none. Don't know if I'm making it. Can I make just anything? I think I can since I have things unlocked. I might fix that later on. Let's see if I made like 100 things of water. Yeah, I did 34 things. Oh my gosh. That's a little crazy. Almost feels like I'm playing in creative a little bit, so nothing's really locked. Which is cool. I wanted to play it that way. Alright, so my little camp is here. I think I can pack it up whenever I want to. Let's see, survival tent. Oh, you can just move it around whenever you need to. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just leave this little guy here, and if I want to come back over, it's here. But I was able to stash and sleep. And that's pretty cool. I like our little tent. Very cool. Okay, I don't think there's anything else that's... Yeah, I need to go to her lab and test out this water.
Yeah, those raiders come snooping around.
So we'll go into the church here and test this water. And see... Okay, I think that's Chloe. Chloe, is that you? She's going crazy. What's happening with her? Did she lose? Okay, she couldn't find her. Poor baby.
I bet this town was really nice before the war.
Okay, here's her little thing. Diagnosis terminal. Okay, we're going to analyze water sample. Okay, reading the water testing kit data. Water type dirty. Disease is severe. Water has not significantly improved since the last sample from these same coordinates. Oh gosh. Okay, boil water using dirty water and wood fuel. Okay. We will go over here and test this water out. Boil it. I think she said something about how it's not... You gotta boil it for a long time for it to even be considered safe. So we'll make some boiled water. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go back to the self-service kiosk in here. I guess we're gonna update it on our status. Check volunteer status, okay. Sending the data to responder Keisha's terminal for additional analysis. Done. You must complete one more experiment for the responders to become a full volunteer. Okay. Yay! Quest completed. Thirst things first. Got lots of water. Now we got a plan for a workbench. I think I actually have a couple of plans that I need to read here. And a recipe. Alright, quest started. Second helpings. Yay, another level up. Okay, continue training to be a volunteer. Okay, let's search for Delbert Winters. Delbert Winters. Cooking, preaching, morale. He was at Delbert's home on 21st Bridge Street. Okay. And let's go see if we can locate him. I'm sure we've probably passed up his body. We'll see. Hi there, Chloe. I wasn't going to shoot you, by the way. I was not going to shoot the poor doggy. She just spooked me is all. Okay, yes, this was the preacher's body that we found in here, so now we'll get to learn about him. And let's get his story.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lit my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome. The responders are on a true mission, you see, helping folks through thick and thin, till the heavens open up again and take us all up anyways. When this all happened, I figured like most it was time. This was the end, but it wasn't, was it? We're still here. At first, I thought it was a mistake, that we was missed, forgotten. Maybe we did some wrongs. Didn't give enough to charity, maybe. Didn't praise his name, even in the worst of times. Maybe thought some things that ought not to have been thought. So I asked him. I asked how? Why? I fought your wars on Earth. I'm ready to fight them up there by your side. Then, in my despair, I saw some survivors eating raw rat carcass behind a dumpster. You ought to cook that first, I warned them. Seemed obvious. We tried but got sick, they said, covered in their own filth. I realized right then and there that I was being tasked. From then on, I built kitchens, cooked good food, fed anyone who walked up with an empty belly, and I was thankful for my task in life. Thankful. Next time hell or high water land at my stoop, I'll be swept clear away with it. But until then, let's share a home-cooked meal together, all right?
Well, he's got some training instructions on here. Message of the day is, today is the day, witnessing the end of volunteer training. Survivors, basic ribeye steak. Get some meat from one of the local cows, toss it on a fire until it stops oozing. Ew. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the, how he worded that. Okay, get a piece of Brahmin meat. Alright. We will go ahead and grab some Brahmin meat off of this one. I definitely don't want to kill a Brahmin. That is not something I like to do. Alright, let's go over here and cook it before it goes bad. Meat. So we're going to make a ribeye steak. And we're going to make sure it stops oozing, like he said. Ew. And then we're going to go back over to the kiosk. So this was kind of their way of showing you how things worked in Fallout. Like cooking, surviving. Complete our training now. And congratulations, volunteer. Yay! Okay, contact responders using the database. Where is the database? I guess it's over here. There's lots of running around. Okay, we're gonna go to the computer here. Responders database, okay. Log in. Select an account, volunteer. Emergency, contact responders headquarters. Urgent message, a large horde of Scorched is on the move and might be headed for our main base at Morganton Airport. All personnel are requested to report to the headquarters as soon as possible. Bring weapons and medical supplies, Maria Chavez. Okay. So now we're going to have to go and help them with some Scorched. That's scary. Okay. Finished our quest of second helpings. Let's see what we get for finishing that. Some wood, stim packs. Oh, we got a Tinker's Workbench. Very cool. And some knuckles. Quest started, final departure. Investigate the responders base at Morganton Airport. So I think that might be a little ways away. Okay, it's all the way over here. Good grief. Okay. Well, we got a journey to go on, my friends. It's getting morning time. But I do believe that this is an absolutely wonderful place to end it off on. I hope in the next episode I will be able to build a camp with you guys. We can find a good little place to settle down and start working on a camp, since I absolutely adore building in the Fallout games. I want to thank you all so much for spending this time with me today. I have really been enjoying making Fallout 76 into a single player Fallout game. Don't forget to take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.